What's good, everybody? Thank you for tuning back in to another episode of Face of the Franchise. This is episode 3. If you've been following along the series, hey man, leave a comment down below. Let me know, how you like it, what you don't like. All criticism is fine. In the third episode here, we are picking up at National Signing Day. If you've been following, anybody else's channel, at this point, you pick a school, whatever school you want to go to, and Tommy follows along. Um, for me, the school I went with, there's always been one school that I'm like, man, they just dope. They got a dope legacy, and no matter what's going on, that's always been my childhood. School, the U, you know, NFL factory just pumped out so many great players of my childhood that I got to watch growing up, and yeah, man, it was no brainer. As soon as I saw the logo, I was like, I gotta go to the U, hands down, no questions asked. So yeah, if you know anything about the story, Tommy follows you to wherever school you go to. I think it's really weird that they put this dynamic in the game just because he's like supposed to hate you, but for some reason he finds every excuse to like try to be right next to you. And it's weird, someone that's supposed to hate you somehow finds a way to like try to stay close to you at all times. And whatever. If he wants to ride these coattails to a national championship, that's fine by me. So we picking up here the first game of the season, EA Sports Kickoff, and I'm just trying to see how these controls are, you know, what plays do and don't work. And for once I got to college, I was like, all right, we're just gonna focus mainly on the offense and not really have defense, defensive plays as much. And yeah, man, just trying to put up as many points as possible. So the coach has no reason to put me on the bench. That's the only thing I'm trying to convey in these games. So we're here down on the 22, first and 10. Got a nice little play action rollout here. X quick dot wide open. Um, yeah, I think the difficulty is pretty low for the college game, so like easily running up the score. So for me, as soon as I got a few scores up, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna sim the rest of the game. There's no need to, try to score 80 and 90 points. It doesn't really, matter that much. At least to me, it didn't. So we here, third and 10. We backed up, and I'm like, hey, let's see if we can bomb them. Um, I had a lot of like one-play touchdowns during this college run, just because the difficulty was so low. You could just drop back and bomb it over the top. 9 times out of 10, your guy had like a plus 20 release and plus 15 speed advantage or something. So at this point, I'm like, all right, it's about to get out of hand. You could just easily run up the score, and here, second and 2. Out of this pistol trips. I'm like, all right, let's see if we can, just bomb them up again. Nice little sideline catch right there. Get down to the 1. Now goal line, little crisscross action. Send an X and square across. X wide open dot. Now we're up 21 to nothing, and it's getting out of hand pretty quick. So I'm like, all right, I only got one more score left before I sim everything. Let's try to get it on this one play. And I'm looking for the post, looking. I'm getting pressured, so I have to throw it on a run a little early. And we come down with the ag catch. I wanted to hold on just a little longer, but we would have got sacked. And then getting Woods loose on the outside, diving in the end zone, touchdown, and it is officially out of hand. So we're just gonna go ahead and sim the rest of the game. They don't do much with it. and we end up, coming out of here with a W. Good 40-17 victory. Hey man, if you've been following along, so far, you could just hit that subscribe button, man. It would greatly appreciated. And right now we're picking up here in the semifinals of the college playoffs. So I'm like, all right, stakes is raised even higher now. Got to do it to them. Sorry, USC, but you got to get all these corner routes and all these touchdowns. We just, no mercy. All right, it's the playoffs. This is what all the scouts are looking at, and take no prisoners over here. So now on a 3, we was backed up at the great punt. I'm like, hey, we got all the advantage right here, and we just go over the top for 97 yards, man. There's nothing else to it, man. Mr. Henderson, wide open, celebrate on him, high stepping in the end zone, and get on that bike, and there we go, 14 zip, just like that. And I'm like, all right, let's see if we can start running the ball now, just to run it. And that boy was getting loose, man. Got some great speed, hit a nice juke, taking ankles down to the 39. I'm like, all right, we was backed up on the first 2 plays. I'm looking for R1 right here, Mr. Washington again. And I'm like, all right, let's see if we get all these clear outs, cleared everything out. He come across and bang, right there, picking up a huge first to get down to the 26. And I'm like, hey, we just got to keep the ball moving, keep the clock moving, right? Play action right there, hitting X right there, sideline, toe tap. Gotta have it, right? Move the sticks and let the clock drip. That's the motto. So right now, come back to it, slants. And I'm like, all right, man, let's see if we can get them open. There's no windows, no windows. All right, take off. Take off, get my first rushing touchdown of the game. And we are here, man. We are not playing. We are for real. We are trying to run the score up. Defense gives up a score, and I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then Maryland, he's like, hey, I got your back, defense. Don't worry about it. Crazy spin move right there, and he gone. He taking it all the way home, taking that back to the crib. He said, hey, I'm going to taunt you guys, just to let you know, this is all day. So now we are up 28-7. And yeah, man, at this point I'm like, all right, we only got a few more scores left in the game before I had to close this thing out. And I hit circle with a nice rat catch and just run away from the defense. None of these guys are fast enough to catch him. And Mr. Henderson again with another touchdown. So yeah, we put the screws to him. 73-7, just massive beating. Wasn't even fair. And now we're gonna pick up in the national championship game against Michigan State. I don't know, has Michigan State ever been to a national championship game? That's a really good question right there. But don't matter, they ain't winning this one. So we pick up here in the second half, down 3. Tommy was out here messing up the game plan. So they put your boy in, and we going right over the top. First play, 1 touchdown. And hey man, difficulty is super easy, so you can just bomb over the top all throughout college. You could just bomb over the top. Like, see, I'm going for it again. I'm like, hey, I don't believe in him. He runs right past the safety, right out the seam. Another one, just bombed over the top, right from the seam. It's too easy, man. Boy Santiago out there going crazy. I'm like, all right, we up 17-6. Now just run the ball, train as much time as possible. Gotta get out of here with the W. Can't be messing around. And we just gonna keep running it, man. They can't stop the run. We're gonna keep pounding them. And hey, that's all we need to do. And I'm like, all right, another run. We are here again, hitting the lane, little juke, another juke, big runs down to the 14. And I'm like, all right, I don't know how much longer they're gonna keep taking this, but we're gonna keep pounding away. That's the only thing that matters right here. Hitting a little counter, getting downhill with Langford, getting down to the 6, getting an 8. You know, just a little nice and easy play. Hand it off to Woods, and Woods getting in that end zone. Do your dance on him. And now we are officially up big, man. Skip ahead, nothing happens. We win national championship 24-6. Just a drumming, great comeback in the second half. And yeah, man, we get to raise that trophy as a junior. Big accomplishment. And I'm grateful, So yeah, Tommy had to leave the game. So this is where pick up here. I get to show him up a little bit, let him know, hey man, I'm still that dude. Give him the trophy, and yeah, man, I don't know. I was reading his vitals on that monitor over there. I don't know if Tommy was in the healthiest of states, but he said he got cleared by the doctor somehow. I don't know, but yeah, man, Tommy out here trying to hang around on my coattails. I'm not here for it, man. I'm not a fan of Tommy. They're trying to say keep the Heartbreak Kids together. I'm like, nah, man. You just get healthy, all right? You get healthy, and that's all you need to do. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna figure this out, all right? Because we got places we trying to get to, all right? We got a certain path, a destiny that needs to be reached, and it can't be reached alongside Tommy. So just gonna leave him in a hospital bed with that. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit, and this is the transition between senior or junior year and senior year, and coach wants to have a little chat with me, and he's just reminiscing of the good times that we had last season, and telling me how much he really enjoyed it and how my words stuck with him, real sentimental stuff. And yeah, man, at this point, this is the moment you either choose, like, hey, I'm gonna stick it out with Tommy. I could come back, try to run this thing back one more time with the coach. But coach, you're not really rocking with me like that, man. He tells me Tommy's gonna be the starter, and I'm like, that's crazy, dude. I just took you guys to a national championship. This dude out here with the phony heart, and I guess coach felt he was a better fit, even though I'm the one with all the productivity and the touchdowns and the you know accolades to prove it. But hey, can't force the coach's hand. But in a sense, he's kind of forcing my hand. He's pretty much saying, hey, you could switch positions or you can enter the draft. This dude really don't know me then. Alright? Like Lamar Jackson said, I'm a quarterback, man. Alright? We not out here gonna be, switching positions and moving positions at college and then trying to switch it back in the NFL. No, we're not doing none of that. Alright? He's telling me I got all these talents and raw athleticism. And hey, I'm not wasting it moving to another position. That is not happening. So, hey, I'll let him know. Sorry, coach, but I gotta get up out of here, man. So, that's my choice. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video here, man. And in the next episode, we're gonna be heading into the NFL draft. We'll do all the combine stuff, and you guys will get to see where I choose to go. Not the Bears, but until next time, man, I will see you then.